Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fluid Crafter. I am Dora and I am here with a big announcement. I contacted a couple of people that were looking for CT calls or design team calls, and I was able to get in touch with Sophie from Keep in Touch Designs. She's in Paris, France, and so she has agreed to allow me to use one of her kits to do something different with them. This is actually a scrapbooking kit. This is a new scrapbooking kit. This is a new kit that's coming out. I don't think it's been released on the website yet, but I wanted to give you guys a first look, and I also wanted to say to all of my subbies who are junk journalers or journal makers, people who make ephemera tags, pockets, tucks, things like that, don't be afraid of scrapbooking kits. Scrapbooking kits are wonderful for journalers, mixed media people, mixed media artists. They have a lot of the same things, same qualities that journal kits have. So anyways, she is with keepintouchdesigns.com. Her name is Sophie, and the kit's name is Summer End. And I wanted to kind of show you guys the portions that I printed out that I wanted to use, and show you guys how you can use these kits. Even though they're scrapbooking kits, use these kits for different things, and maybe kind of give a little inspiration or a new way to look at a scrapbooking kit. I'm not a scrapbooker, but I do love this kit. It is phenomenal. So I wanted to show you the ones that I had printed out. So we've got some elements and tidbits, and some of these might be hard to see. So you got squiggly lines, and then you've got some background elements. That one's upside down. So you have these. I think they're all upside down. Let me turn them around. Okay. This one here is really cool. It's a clothespin, and it's twisted. It's really cool, actually. And then we have some flowers and some frames. Flowers and fish. Some more elements. And a feather down here in the corner, which is super cute. These are also good for people who do online scrapbooking, where they do all their scrapbooking online on a program. These are wonderful, wonderful kits to get for that as well. And then you have some frames. I will show you a different way to use these frames. There's a little clock right there. In your journaling. Some more tidbits. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Very creative, very artistic. These are very, very good. These are some of the background pages. Now, one of our September journaling prompts is big. So what I wanted to do with some of these is make some big tags and some big journaling cards. So these that I'm showing you now are just regular printer paper, and they still came out wonderful. The quality of these prints are amazing. So some of these are double backed for what I want to do with them. Plenty of journaling space on the fronts of these also, if you wanted to use them for that. I mean, just a wide range. Now these here are on cardstock. A wide range of colors and mixes and vintage, grungy, very shabby chic, very simple. I mean, it's just amazing. This kit is just simply amazing. This is even one for a nautical theme, a little starfish down here in the corner. And then, of course, I put out some of my tea dye paper because I'm going to be using some of this to back on too. And then what I did in advance to kind of make this go a little bit faster is I took a couple of the background pages that I want to use in this segment. Now this will be a 2-series segment. Is I went ahead and took one of the backgrounds, and I'm not sure if you can see the colors on there. They are just phenomenal. And so I wanted to do a big tag. This has got greens and blues and whites and cream. So I took my Cuttlebug and I cut out with my die a big tag here. And so I'm going to use that. And then I cut these here down to size. So these are also 2 backgrounds. So I wanted to get a different, I wanted to do a different on all the backgrounds. This one is pink with little orange polka dots, so cute. I'm going to do a tag in this too, but I'm going to be using the original Sizzix, the red original hand press Sizzix to make a tag out this one and this one. So let me do that really quick. This one is easy to use, so it doesn't take much time at all. And in my opinion, it really beats trying to roll those plates through the Cuttlebug, especially when you have a thick die. Oh, it's. So we have a little die or little tag here for that background. And then for this one, we're going to do the same thing. Okay. And there's that one. And I am just using the Sizzix, let's see, where's it at? Tag Super Scallop, if you are interested. And this goes with the original red. Now, I don't know if you can use these in the other die cutting machines. I know Tim Holtz makes a series of plates like these that you can use in the other ones. So I'm sure that if you didn't have the original red hand press, you could probably use these in the other ones also. I'm not sure, but if you know, comment down below whether or not, because if that's the case, I can run it through my other ones. So we have 3 different backgrounds here. Okay, so we've got big and then 2 medium. So let me get these other backgrounds separated so we can go to the elements. Let me set these to the side. Okay, so let me put this over here for a moment. And these here are just backed. I just printed these out on some decorative cardstock so that they would have not that bright white to it. It kind of has like a greenish, creamish, grayish almost. I don't really know how to explain it, but it actually looks really cool. So anyways, there's those. Now some of these elements I have circle punches for, so I'm wondering if I could pop out a couple of these on my circle punch. That one's going to be too big. I have a big circle punch also, but I'm not sure. Maybe not a circle. Let's get out our small scissors and grab our big scissors here. I'm going to cut some of these down. It'd be good for fussy cutters too, people who do a lot of fussy cutting and stuff. Wonderful. Okay, so there's those. Let me move that out of the way. And like, I'm just going to go through and just grab a couple that I want to use. Let me actually do this. So that one, yes. Let me see. This one, yes. And maybe even these here. And yes, I'm taking you guys for the whole ride. The whole ride. I really like those ones in the center there. So let's pull those out. Now, I'm just cutting out what I think I might use. I may not use all of these. Probably not. But just to kind of give you guys an example of what you can do even when they're printed. These here, I want to show you something that you can do that's a little different. Okay, so let's put those in the back. Okay, these here, I do want to use these words, or at least one of them. So let me see. I like that one right there at the top. And then I do want to try to use this one maybe. And the leaves. Okay. And the birdies, of course. Right? And I think I want to pull that bottom one off there too. There's just so much you can do with these, man. I'm telling you. Now I want to show you something that you could do with these also. Now you can shrink these down, you can blow them up, you know, I mean, it's endless, really. Those, I'm gonna, well, not the fish, but I will use the fish probably on the nautical one. So I'll keep those out. I'm gonna keep those over there. Put those there. I love these right here. Ugh. These are my favorite ones. Oh my goodness gracious. These little clusters, little collage clusters are just wonderful. I never really thought about doing little collage clusters, you know, like digitally. So amazing. So amazing. And these two here. Okay, and now we're back to the frames. So let me grab these here that we're not using and put them over to the side, so we don't get confused. And then we'll put these little elements together right here. Okay, so let me show you, and yes, I'm going to turn on my sewing machine. Let me show you what you can do with these. these are little frames that come with the scrapbooking kits, right? Okay, so imagine for a moment. You probably can't see it on here because it's kind of faint. Some of them you might, but these here are a little bit more faint. I love these black smudges. So what you could do is, instead of actually using them for frames, you can use them for labels and stamp something on them. And you could take your sewing machine and you could run around the edges and then cut off this way, or you could cut it out and then do a zigzag if you wanted. And then this way you could stamp in the middle of these little tiny frames. If you wanted to make them bigger and not small like this, you could actually use it for a photo frame. And then, or you could sew around the edges, take your X-Acto knife and cut the middle out of 2 of them, back them together, and make one of those I forget what they're called now. It's where you take your acetate, you put an image in the middle of it, and then you do a border around it. It's kind of like a see-through viewfinder type thing. Yeah, you could do that with it also. So don't be afraid of these frames at all. Don't be afraid of them. And I'm actually going to cut out this cloth because I do want to use this cloth. You can't really see it on the paper. It's really faint, but I just love it because it's faint enough to where it'll be great in the background. Okay, so let's get our tags out. And of course, you know me, I like to be vintage. So let's get our ink. And I use the Tim Holtz Distress ink. I'm using the walnut stain. So we're just gonna go around the edges. And just to kind of cover up those white edges a little bit. I do love how this stain just, I don't know, it just really, you know, I don't really use the antique linen or the what's the other one, vintage photo, I think. Yeah, vintage photo and antique linen. I do not as often as I do the walnut stain. The walnut stain is darker, and I like them dark. So anyways, okay, so now what we're going to do is, because today's September prompt is big, let's do this one first so that we can do it for our September prompt. And let me move that up there out of the way for a moment. And I'm going to sit those right there for a second. Okay, so this is one of the backgrounds that come with the kit. I think I showed you guys already. And it's blues and greens. Beautiful. And so I do, first thing, want to grab this birdie. There's one. There's the other one. Because look at that. Wouldn't that bird be beautiful on there? Either one of them, really. I like this one better. So I'm going to do a quick run around first. Just to get this other piece off. Okay. I am not a big fussy cutter. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like to fussy cut. Not so much on camera though. I don't know why. I just feel like I mess up when I'm trying to talk and cut things out at the same time. You know, kind of like walking and chewing gum. But it's okay. Mistakes happen, right? It happens to the best of us. So, and if you're wondering why I always leave a slight, not much, just a very, very small, tiny little line around it, is because when I ink it and I cover up that white, I still want the picture of the bird. I don't want to cover up or ink over top of the beautiful bird that's on there. You know, I want to keep that image just as crisp as I can keep it, but also make it look a little vintage at the same time. If that makes any sense. Don't know if it does or not. But, so see, you can still see the bird, but it looks vintage. Okay, so I'm thinking, and I don't mind things hanging off, maybe up there even. And we can always use this one for a label at the bottom. Maybe. Who knows? We could always use that one for the grungy one too, the bird. Or we could use the other ones. I don't know. I got ideas going through my head right now. So you'll have to excuse me. Talking out loud. And I love these because you can stamp on them, you can write on them. I mean, it's wonderful. And they're already done. You don't have to do it. Oh, look at that. That looks great. It's even stapled together. Look, it's got like the little staple in there. That one might be too big. That one might be too big. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, we could, well, that won't go with that will. Let us see here. Let's see. Let's just see, right? This is one of the little cluster collages, which is just wonderful. And instead of getting all those little lines, I just cut them off. Is that bad? Should I not do that? You know, because they're so intricate, and I just feel like, you know, I end up breaking them, and I don't. I don't know. They're really hard to glue on too. Like, you know, to get them on there to glue. So maybe that's the problem. Oh, that looks great. Look at that. I'm just laying stuff down. It's probably not going to stay that way, just so you know. Okay, so then let's grab some flowery things. Okay, so that one will be yes. And let's do this one. Okay. tend not to talk very much when I'm fussy cutting, so I apologize ahead of time. Like I said, I'm trying to concentrate. And I know some people are probably looking at me like, Dora, let me teach you how to do that. Which would be welcomed, very welcomed. And I always say, hey, if you got an idea or some advice on how I could do something better or more effectively, hey, I am all ears, always. Always, always, always. Just cutting out around the petals. And I also recently watched, I am not sure how to pronounce her name. It's Joie, Joy, maybe? She has a YouTube video out about how she does her camera setup. And she has this lighting, these lights. Oh my gosh, I so want to get a setup like that with those lights, because the one that I have above me is just, I don't know. Right now it's not too bad because I have it directly over top of me and it's kind of hot. Well, that's so pretty. So pretty. These here, I would probably shrink down a little bit more. Probably not so big. Journaling pages, they would be great. But maybe a tag, maybe a little bit smaller, but we're gonna go with it anyway, because you know what, today is September, big, so why not have big flowers on it too, right? And I'm trying to go as fast as I can here. So, again, I apologize for my fussy cutting abilities. But while I'm fussy cutting, I do want to say thank you so very much to all of my new subscribers and for all the lovely comments that you guys have been leaving on my videos. It is so very much appreciated, more than you will ever know. And so for these, I want to try to use only the things that she sent, because she's even got little lace pieces in here and everything. So, oh yeah, that would look okay. I think it would look fine with either one. Maybe not both, but either one. Maybe like a little collage piece. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Okay, we'll stick that one up there to the side. And I am going to attempt something. I don't know how it's going to look. I think it might be too big. Well, like today is big, right? So we are just going to go with it. Don't think about it, right? That's our motto. Just get right in there and do it anyway. Don't think about it, just do it. Look at that. That is so big. That is super big, and it takes away from the top. Okay, we're gonna put that to the side too. I like it though. So let me clean some of this off really quick. Take a drink of my coffee. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a couple of parts, which is fine. And like I said, we're just going to, ooh, I could put that clock. But see how it's got the white background? I should print this. Oh, you know what I could do is print this clock on top of one of the background pages. I think I'm going to do that for the next video to see how it comes out. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to, let's see here. I do want a piece that I can, maybe if I cut that orange off and keep, well, that's a lot of blue. Let me see, do I have another one? I do want to use that one. And trying to find one that's not, ooh, I could use that right at the top. Okay, let's try that. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, or even better, that piece, maybe. We'll see. We're gonna see. But see, you could fussy cut these little elements out. If you have a little element that you would like to, like one of the squigglies or something, you could print it out on the page, or, you know, whatever, and then reprint over top of it with the background, so that way it has it on there already and you don't have to do anything digitally. You're not changing the you know what I'm saying, like you're not changing the background images themselves. You are just printing over top, kind of like when you just cut it out in collage. But it's kind of hard to cut out those squigglies, right? Oh, I really like that piece. I really do like that piece. Okay, let's see something here, because we need, you know, not all blue. So let's put that there. And that maybe like that. Hold on. Hold the phone. I got an idea. Oh no. Oh no, Dora's got an idea. Better watch out. And I'm just doing a quick cutout here and not Trying to get all around the ridges in that. So there are a lot of it's like ripped paper, the images. So, but I'm going to ink around it. So let's see, I could totally stamp that. Yes, I could. Absolutely, I could. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Adding in some different colors, different colors. Okay, how about this? Let's just see. Let's just see where it goes. So it'll be a small one, but that's good. Oh yeah, I do like that. That is beautiful. Let's see if we can get it behind here a little bit. Or do we want it to be up here with the flower? You know what I'm gonna do? Let's just see. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is great. That is absolutely great right there. Okay, so before we get any further, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just ink and put it down like Bob Ross says, right? Wherever it goes, just let it be happy. Happy little tree, happy little bird, happy, happy, happy. You know, these background tags, I mean, they look phenomenal, just like they are, you know. But you could do so much with this kit. And she has other ones that are on the website that, yes, I'm gonna have to go back over there and grab myself a couple of those, and they're at a great affordable price also, which makes it even better. I think the longest part of any journal making or tag making or collaging is when you're using the ink. When you are staining the sides and using the ink, it seems like it takes forever, right? Okay, are they all done? I think so. Okay, so now I need to find, and I found it, my glue book. And glue. Okay. This, absolutely, I want to have this piece at the bottom. I think I'm going to do it that way though, so it fits right down in those corners. Like that. Then I want this flower. Right there. I may not even put that bird on there, not sure. I know I want this one at the top, or even down the side, who knows. We're gonna go with the top. And I do want this piece to go here for sure. Okay, now I need to decide if I want the bird or not, or if I just want a couple of flowers. I love that blue flower. Well, we could do it like that. I do like it there. Without thinking, right? When you like it somewhere, just put it down there. I'm gonna have to change this page. Flip it over, give it a good rub. Okay. Now let me get a new page. Okay, so now do I want the bird? No, I don't. Not anymore. Okay, so let us see. Let's just see. This one I'm actually trying to go all the way around the edges so it looks better when it's on there. because it's actually like string or twine. Cutting some of that off so I can get around the side here. There we go. Told you I'd get quiet. Sorry. Okay. Like a little bow, maybe? No. Ooh, but we could put it up there, like at the top. That might be okay. Still not sure. Okay. Oh, that's really pretty. That's so pretty. Yep, you guys are coming with me the whole way, the whole thought process, everything. Don't really know, guys. Now I'm stuck, and I don't like being stuck. So, what happens when you're stuck? You just leave it alone, right? You just leave it alone. Just leave it as it is. But before we end here, what time we got? Okay, got a couple more minutes. Before we end, there is something that I did want to do to this that is not in the kit. It's of my own element. And that was to put some lace or something on it. Sorry, my arm is in the way, which I thought would add a little extra. Love it. I love it. Aren't you? I love it. It would have to be that side. Or just like that. That would be cool. Maybe create a little pocket, a little or something, but I think I'm just going to sew it on right on the edge here. So I'll turn on my sewing machine and let's get this on here. And you're gonna hear my sewing machine going. So I apologize. Yay! Yay! So now we have some lace on there, right? And I'm going to take a little bit of this off the top here, just a little bit, so you can see that top a little bit better. There we go. There we go. Yay, I like it. I like it. And then I went right around the edge, the way that it's shown here, the way it curves. So that's why the lace is pulled, but that's okay. I like it. I think it gives it character when it's bunchy like that. Gives it a little character. Yeah, look at that. That actually came out really well. And you know what else we can do with it? We can add, and here's an idea for everybody. If you run out of ideas for different things to use. So this is cording. You use it for sewing projects. You know, you put it in between the middle and then you sew it together, or you sew it on the back side and it gives that little rib. Okay, let me get this together here. Oops, too far. Just be gentle. It is thick. You know, you don't have to use both sides. I mean, you know, you don't have to pull both ends through if you don't want to, but you can, as you can see. And so it gives it a different type, a little different element at the top. You can see that. So there is a one. Now I'm probably going to come back and add in some more stuff. I'm not really sure, but as of right now, because, you know, what do? Just walk away from it for a moment. And you know what? Let me see something. If I cut off his tail, oh, he would look so good right there, right? Let's do it. Let's just do it real quick before we leave. Yep, I got to put the birdie in there, right? The whole tag was around the bird, so let's put the bird in there. Yay! Yay! Now we have a bird. And in this thing, there's buttons and all kinds of things that you can add on here, which I think is great. And so for the top here, what I'm going to do is get my, there it is. Get my little word stamper. I got this at a thrift store, I think, somewhere. And then at the top, I am just going to put something simple. And when you do these, for anyone who's never used one, always make sure that when you're done spelling your word that all of these are blank, and push them over out of the way, like create a space, so you only have to ink these, and make sure that these are lined up the way that you want them, even, flat, and just ink the one side. I never ink all the way across, so I just ink the one side. And then we are going to put this on here, right about there, and I just roll it over so it says dream. Yay! So there's that, right? So there's a one tag, big tag, correct? And then you could journal on the back or whatever you'd like to do. And then the next video we are going to be doing smaller tags, and since you guys have now seen the kit, I can go ahead and prepare so that way the video is a little bit shorter. But don't forget, keepintouchdesigns.com. I'll put the link down below. Her name is Sofie. The kit's name is Summer's End, or Summer End, I think. And yes, please check her out. She is fabulous and wonderful. She has so many kits that it's just unbelievable. And then you guys can contact her through her website if you choose to. Remember, she is in Paris, France, so open it up in your browser. A little thing will come down in the bottom if you speak English only, and then you can put it into your language. It is in French, I do believe. So with that said, thanks guys for checking me out and stopping by and looking at this fabulous kit with me. And I will be back again to do the other tags. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye now.